Hey y'all, Grandma here. I want to tell you a little bit about an animal that is pretty misunderstood, and you might know what this is by looking at it before I say the word. What is it? An opossum or a possum. Have you ever played or heard someone say, he's playing possum? Well, that means he's following what these possums do when they're threatened. See, the only thing a possum has to fight against a predator like a dog or a fox or anything like that is his teeth or their teeth. And so they'll do like that, and they'll have these big white teeth, and there's none in here, but because it's a stuffed animal. But what else they do is they will be so scared, get so scared that they'll just flip over like this, and their mouth will be open, and their legs are out like they're dead. They play dead. They're playing possum. So when the threat leaves, whether it's a person or an animal that's threatening them, they'll stay there like that, like they're dead, barely breathing, until the threat leaves, and then they'll slowly roll over, and they'll get up and they'll take off, slowly. So a lot of people think that possums are nasty and greasy and rabid, and those things just aren't true. Possums are the oldest known mammal we have on Earth. And they can't get rabies. And the reason they can't get rabies, even if they're bit by a rabid bat or dog or fox or anything like that, is because their temperature is a little bit less than what is required to support the rabies host or virus. So they don't get rabies. Another thing's interesting is they can get bitten by like 80 rattlesnakes and never get hurt by it. I mean, they won't die from it. That's very interesting. And by the way, they kill snakes. So they'll kill snakes in your yard. They are a marsupial. Now, a marsupial, another animal you may be familiar with, is a kangaroo. They're a marsupial. They're a mammal, warm-blooded, breathe with lungs, and have live young. And those babies suckle from their mother's teats. But a marsupial also has a special pouch in their belly area where their baby stays until they're old enough. Now, they drink milk down there, and when baby possums are born, they are about the size of a jelly bean. So when they're little tiny pink warm little things, they'll crawl into mom's pouch and they'll stay there until they get some fur on them. So she's a marsupial, and they have a prehensile tail. The prehensile tail means that they're able to grasp and hold on to a branch, right, or a rafter in a barn, and also to walk across that 2x4 in the barn by using their tail as something to balance with. Pretty cool, huh? I had a couple of possums when I was a volunteer firefighter in high school. We went into a barn fire one time, and there were some baby possums in there, and they were hanging from the rafters. And I remember us taking them down, and we didn't have any place to put them, so for the time we just put them on our shoulders and they stayed there. And then they crawled up in my hair later on. But the babies, I want to tell you, when the babies are ready to come out, but they're not ready to be on their own, oh, look here, look here, look here. The babies will actually stay on mama's back like this and hold on, and mama will walk. And sometimes, if you're lucky, you get to see this. They'll have several babies holding on, and that's how they keep up with mama. When they get scared or inclement weather happens, then they go right back into the pouch because she's a marsupial. She's nocturnal. She'd rather be out at night, okay, than in the daytime. And they do like to eat out of trash cans. They eat slugs. They eat snakes, like I said. They'll eat meat. They'll eat vegetables. They'll eat your junk food that you leave out that's, made. But they're not going to jump up in a trash can like a raccoon does. So I just want to let you know a little bit about possums. They're really very special. They don't get rabies. They are a marsupial. They're the oldest mammal we know. And when you see one, watch them. Go to the zoo and look at them. And don't try to run over them, whenever you grow up, or your dad, might tell them don't do that. And teach your mom and dad a little bit about possums today, all right? I love y'all.